Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our loot videos from our 200 run series, and this time it is for Shadow Labs, the Shadow Labyrinth or whatever, but from Outland. So yeah, Outland dungeons have not been the best for us in the past. We've done things like Mana Tomb, Smasher's Terrace, the Mechanar. Those are the only ones. No, we also did the Ramparts. Ramparts was actually pretty good, not necessarily for like the epic patterns and stuff we went for. I think we did get like 2 epic patterns though, but we got a good majority of like, you know, greens and stuff we can also sell, which you don't really see that in any other one. So Ramparts and stuff in the Hellfire Peninsula may be a lot better for at least trying to stock up those items. So it's really nice that those give, you know, a different variety of items as well, compared to the other ones where, yeah, you may get lucky and get some blues or epic drops, but they're really kind of far and in between. Now the raids, we've had some really good luck, both Sunwell and doing Karazhan, but not so much with the dungeons. But here comes Shadow Labs, and actually this one has actually been the best Outlands dungeons so far for the epic drops, because we got the most. Now, I'm not saying that we got as much as we got with Karazhan or Sunwell, but as far as the dungeons go, it has given us the most epic drops. So anyway, before I do get into it, I'd just like to mention, if you do like these videos, make sure you smash that big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like what I'm doing here. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get alerted when I come out with the next one, which, I mean, they're always on Mondays. But also I do the clean outs on Sundays, and when I get a chance, I do try to do the 1,000 runs, and I am hoping to get back to finishing up SFK. We are a little bit over halfway there, so hopefully we'll have one of those coming out too. So you want to be alerted when those come out. Let's go ahead and get to our first bank alt, which is going to be the bank alt from our Alliance Druid. It's going to be holding 100 runs worth of loot, and then we'll switch over to the Horde Druid's loot, which will be from our Horde bank alt, and we'll see what they got for a combined total of 200 runs. And then that way you guys can, you know, decide for yourself if you think Shadow Labs would be worth doing. And here we go. Here's our loot. So no extra tabs, so we didn't get a whole bunch of stuff. Still not like a whole big variety. Actually, it's not too bad though, I would say. I guess the majority of it though is these Marks and Sargeras. So I mean, those do add up. I mean, it's not the greatest gold, but I mean, they do add up and give us some gold. We also get the fell armaments, some primal nether. You get that from the other ones as well though. But I'm not sure if we've got this many Marks and Sargeras. The only other one we did was the Mechanar. The only downside to doing the Shadow Labs is, unlike the other ones where you can just run right back in, you do kind of have to port out and then fly back over. It didn't take too long to do. But anyway, let's start off with our low value stuff up here on this side. We have this, and this is a thing too. This is actually from Wrath. So we also got a decent amount of lockboxes from this one compared to the other ones we would run. And we were actually getting, you know, Fellsteel, or what is it? Not Fellsteel, but anyway, the Wrath, maybe it's Fellsteel, but the Wrath lockboxes. We got some Wrath stuff as well. And that's what this is. This is a Wrath item, but we got it, you know, and the Wrath shields are actually really good. So Riveted Shield came out of a lockbox, Unyielding Spalders, and then we've got the Unyielding Foot Wraps, 9,000.004 sell rate. Pretty nice sell rate on that too. And then we've got the Unyielding Chain Vest, so Unyielding set right here. Bone Chewer Bands, 89,000. Then we've got Bone Chewer Skin Cloak, and then Bone Chewer Spike Gloves, so almost a Bone Chewer set. Skitari Long Spear, 5,000. Game Hunter Musket, 6,000. And then we've got the Ranger's Recurved Bow for almost 8,000 there. And then we've got our lower value patterns and things. Did mix in the blue and the green, but Destructive Skyfire Diamond, really low on that one, 58, but pretty high sell rate still. Embrace of Dawn, actually that one's way below my 5,000 threshold, but look at that sell rate, 0.010. Then we got the Stormy Azure Moonstone, again really low but high sell rate. Heroic Potion, almost 4,000. Heroic Potion again. And then we got the power amplification goggles for 5,600. 0.022 sell rate. Really good sell rate on those actually. Schematic for the crash and thrashing robot for 7,000. And then we've got the cloak of eternity pattern for 8,000 here. And then we've got these items. These are both from Wrath too, but they're high value green items. Maybe overinflated for this one, but yeah, I figured I would give it a chance first because I don't think I've gotten a splicing axe before. But 0.005 sell rate, actually pretty high, and 105,000 gold. Again, it may be high because people are selling it kind of at inflated prices like I do with inflated stuff, and it sells super fast then. And then we've got the granite maul for 25,000 here. Again, coming out of those lock boxes. Then we only got 2 epics though. Okay, the most we've gotten before from a dungeon from Outlands is 3. So we've got 2 here. So that may tell you something when we, before we switch. But anyway, 2 epic patterns. So the thick nether scale breastplate pattern here for 181,000, 0.004 sell rate. And then this is the one. 906,000 in value, 0.002 sell rate. Now it's still kind of low, but still above the 0.001, so it's not horrible. But the black fell steel bracers, so this is actually valued higher than the fell steel long blade pattern, which I didn't think was possible. The fell steel long blade pattern I think is actually I think it recently went down. I think it's like 600 some thousand in value. I think when I got it though it was like 800,000 in value. So yeah. So yeah, something. It is just bracers. It is fell steel still, but yeah, these are actually more. This pattern is actually more valuable than the fell steel long blade pattern. So, yeah, pretty nice there. But yeah, not bad at all. We got 2 patterns on our Alliance Druid, and so let's go ahead and swap on over to our Horde Druid now and see what they got. They should have something similar with the materials, which definitely this should net us a pretty decent amount of gold. Definitely should see some of these sell quite fast, and hopefully we'll even sell one of these when we post them. But we're going to jump over to the Horde Druid and see how they did for their 100 runs. All right, guys, so here we are now on our Horde bank tomb from the 100 runs of our Horde Druid. Let's take a look, and you see here again a lot of Marks of Sargeras. We actually vendored them last time when we did the Mechanar, so I made sure I did unmark them, so we did keep them this time. Again, we've got the Fell Armaments, and then we've got Primal Nether. You do see there is only 1 epic pattern here, but we do got some epics here, so we ended up still with more. Like I said, not as much as we got with Karazhan and Sunwell. We ended up with 14 epics, and then with Karazhan we ended up with 13. We're like 1 less, but yeah, still 5. So still what, 2 more than our highest last time. We still do have some Outlands dungeons on the list to do, so we'll see if any can beat that. Did really enjoy doing it. I've always wanted to do Shadow Labs and kind of see how the turnout would be, but anyway, here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the low value stuff first. We got some Grimscale legs, almost 5,000, pretty high sell rate too. Grimscale armor 6,000, and Grimscale is really good. Bone Chewer is really good too. Got some Bone Chewer bands here. Bone Chewer helm, really nice value on that one. 14,000, 0.005 sell rate. Bone Chewer gloves, almost 6,000, and then Bone Chewer boots, 5,000, and Bone Chewer chest piece, pretty much a whole set here, 6,000 for that one. Then we've got the Brutal Scar Limb for 5,600 staff. Primal Lore staff for 11,000 actually. And then the Shatari Longsword, actually only almost 2,000, but pretty high sell rate. I don't know why I really hung on to that one, but oh well. Anyway, the Dranathus Mallet, 4,000, and then we've got Giant's Leg Bone. We got 2 of those actually, 17,000, actually really high on that one. And then we've got the Gloves of Ferocity for 11,000, and then the Staff of Divine Infusion for 13,000. And actually sell these quite often. So and 0.008 sell rate, so really high sell rate there. And then for the patterns, we didn't get as many with the low value patterns as we did with the lines. You saw we had like a whole list of those. But yeah, we've got the Formula Enchant Chill Piri for 8,400, and then the Cloak of Eternity for 8,300. And then as far as our epic drops go, we did actually get 2 epic items here. We got the chest guard of Exile for only 27,000, 0.006 sell rate. Sorry guys, I had to move that because it was doing the thing where it flips my screen out for whatever reason in that position. But then we've got the Don Santos famous hunting rifle for 66,000 at 0.005 sell rate. Now I do think we almost certain, because I know we got one of those from Karazhan. I think we already have one on our core bank alt, so I may be actually sending this one over to our Alliance bank alt to try to sell. And then as far as our pattern goes, we actually got the pattern for the Living Dragon Scale Helm, 161,000.002 sell rate. And yeah, that is the closeout of Shadow Labs. Like I said, really good that we actually got that many epics. We did also get a decent variety of different items and a really good amount of lock boxes, leading to us getting some stuff out of those. And on top of that, I mean, you got Wrath lock boxes. I didn't see as many Wrath lock boxes on my Horde Druid as did the Alliance Druid, so it may be why we didn't really see anything from Wrath when we were looking through this stuff. But still, it was about the same amount of lock boxes on each one. So yeah, really good. Really excited to see whether or not we can actually sell that item that's valued higher than the Felsteel Longblade pattern and see how much we can actually sell it for. But yeah, it really kind of shocked me to see something even at that, that value that wasn't the Felsteel Longblade pattern. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you did like it, make sure you smash that big thumbs up. Lets me know that you guys like these loot videos. They do come out on Mondays. The next one will be on Alderman. Yeah, we went back to Alderman. We did 1,000 runs of it. Now it's for the 200 run series. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you are alerted when I come out with the next one. And also the clean out videos so that you don't miss to see if we sold any of these items. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Take care, guys.